The Instagram illusion. Why Zara's perfect life was crumbling. If you looked at Zara's Instagram feed, you'd think she had it all. The aesthetic home decor, the perfectly plated dinners, the thoughtful gifts from her husband, Ahmed, captioned with Alhamdulillah for him, and heart emojis. Her DMs were full of messages saying, couple goals, and your life is a dream. But what her thousands of followers didn't see was the reality behind the filter. They didn't see the 30 minutes Zara spent arranging the food just right for the photo, while the actual meal got cold. They didn't see Ahmed sighing in the background, waiting to eat, feeling less like a husband and more like a prop in her one-woman show. Zara wasn't a bad person. She just got addicted to the validation. Every like gave her a dopamine hit, a fleeting sense of worth. She convinced herself she was just sharing blessings, but deep down, a seed of showing off had planted itself in her heart. The escalation and the hollow reality. The pressure to maintain this illusion was exhausting. Date nights weren't about connection anymore, they were content opportunities. Ahmed, hold my hand like this so I can get the ring in the shot. Smile genuinely, babe, the camera is rolling. The tension in their home became palpable. Ahmed, a private man, grew increasingly resentful. He felt unseen, unheard, and unappreciated for who he really was. The intimacy faded. They would sit on the same beautiful couch seen in her posts, scroll through their separate phones, miles apart emotionally. Zara felt it too, a deep, gnawing loneliness beneath the glossy exterior. The more she posted about her perfect marriage, the emptier her real marriage felt. She was feeding the eyes of strangers while starving the heart of her husband. The turning point, the crisis. The breaking point came on their anniversary. Zara had planned an elaborate, Instagrammable evening. When Ahmed walked in, tired from work, he didn't react with the cinematic surprise she wanted for her story. She snapped at him, accused him of ruining the moment. Ahmed looked at her, his eyes full of sadness, not anger. He said quietly, Zara, I love you. But I miss us. I miss the privacy. I miss when our happiness was just for us, not for an audience. I feel like I'm living in a performance, and I'm tired of acting. His words hit her like a physical blow. She looked around her perfectly curated living room, at the cold, uneaten anniversary dinner. In that moment of terrifying clarity, she realized she had built a beautiful cage, and trapped her marriage inside it. The resolution, choosing reality. That night, Zara didn't post anything. She cried real, ugly tears, the kind that never make it to social media. She sat with Ahmed and, for the first time in a long time, they just talked. No cameras, no captions. The next day, Zara made a decision. She deleted the apps from her phone for a month. It was incredibly difficult. The urge to check and post was a physical itch. But slowly, the noise in her head quieted down. She started noticing Ahmed again, the way he laughed, the small kindnesses he did that no one else saw. They rebuilt their connection in the quiet, unseen moments. The Barakah, the true blessing, began to return to their home, because they were no longer inviting the evil eye of envy, or the corruption of showing off into their sanctuary. The moral and conclusion. Dear sisters, the temptation to curate a perfect life online is immense. But we must remember, the most precious things in Islam are often the hidden ones. The sincere dua made in the dead of night. The private charity. And yes, the genuine affection between a husband and wife that belongs only to them and Allah. Don't trade the reality of your marriage for an illusion of perfection. Barakah dislikes being broadcasted. Protect your privacy, cherish the unseen moments, and remember that the only like that truly matters is the pleasure of Allah. Have you ever felt the pressure of social media affecting your relationships? How do you find balance? Share your thoughts below. If Zara's story touched you, please share it and subscribe to Life Everywhere. Let's prioritize real connection over curated content. Assalamu alaikum.